There's something about a new journal that just holds promise and possibility and pressure to make the coming year a little bit better than the present year, to improve on yourself, to improve on the things that you would like to change about yourself. And 2021 holds a lot of pressure to be better than 2020 and the things that we faced in this last year. But I am just going to focus on the next 30 days in my new bullet journal for 2021 and just going to create some templated pages for myself to be able to start filling in as January begins, when December comes to a close this month. I'm going to take you along with me. Thanks for being here. My name is Erica Lucas, and on this channel, I share my minimalist life and over at ericalucasloves.com. The first thing I'm going to set up on the very first page are my goals. It's been floating around in my head for a little while, and the number one thing I really want my attention on is getting out of debt. We've had some great momentum so far paying off our debt, and I want to continue to do that and pay off 50% of what we still owe, which is about $10,000. So I'm writing that as a goal in my journal for the first page of it. So it's just primary focus for me this year. And then I create miniature goals with steps below it, kind of like objectives and steps to get there, and things that I need to keep track of to do that. And then I'm going to leave a number of pages, I think 5 pages to do the trick. I don't really want more than 5 huge goals for this year anyway. So I am leaving those pages blank for now so that as the goals come to me or we set them as a family, I'll have space in my journal for it to go back and add them. And I use the index in the front just to mark it. I love that this journal came with page numbers. And I appreciate that, so I can quickly flip to and use an index or a table of contents at the front of my journal. I'm also just going to tape in a vellum calendar that I got off of Etsy last year. I bought a 2021. It also came with a 2021, so great. I didn't have to buy another one this year. And I just tape it into the journal and give it its very own page that I can go back to and find the days that I need. And then towards the beginning, I'm going to create myself a key for the year and leave space to add in new bullets for my bullet journal. So these are the ones that I usually use. You can make your own key. There is a standard bullet journal key method. There's a book about from the person who invented bullet journal. You can look in there. You can simply just Google bullet journal keys or bullet journal legends and see some that you connect to that you like. But I like to use a box for my task. And then if it's a task that's ongoing, but I've started, I just put a line through. And then once I've completed it, I put another line creating an X as it's completed. The arrow pointing to the right means that I am moving that task to another month. A line straight through is indicating that that task has been canceled. A question mark is just something I need to figure out. And then the triangle are for appointments that I need to make. I manage our family calendar in a different planner. This is more of just keeping track of my brain dumps, things I need to do, and my meal plans, any intentions or gratitudes that I like to keep track of. That's what this journal here is for. And then I keep a separate family calendar of appointments. I'm going to create a space for January, and I'm using these stickers from Planning with Kay. I'll leave a link to her Etsy shop below. I really like her monthly kits, and I bought these in the middle of last year and still haven't used them up. So I'm just going to continue to use what I have in my journal bag collection. And so the theme for January are going to be these gorgeous blossoms, these pink and purple blossoms. So when I start to think about January, I want to think about my intentions for the month. How do I want to feel? And I created little bubbles with words on how I want to feel as the month goes on, and then made little line extensions on ways that I can do that. I got ways I can do something to feel that way, to have that intention. And I've already got some things I know I need to do for January, so I'm just brain dumping those already for appointments and tasks and just leaving them here to come back to in a couple of weeks. I do weekly brain dump. It's just part of my productivity. I write down weekly brain dumps and just empty my brain into a journal. And then I go back with my highlighters, my mild liner highlighters, and I highlight all the things that are supportive of the values that we've set. So family time, getting out of debt, so any zero waste focus that I might have. So all of those things get highlighted. So I make sure that I'm spending my time doing those things, and then everything else, I hope I get to where I push to another month, because there are only so many hours in the day. I'm going to leave a lot of space in my planner here for brain dumps because I do them a lot throughout the month, at least weekly. I do them. So I want to make sure I leave at least 4 or 5 pages for that. And then I am going to plan the month of January for meal plans for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm going to write them down in advance. I won't grocery shop for it. I'm going to use what I have here in our pantry and then create weekly grocery lists that will resupply what we have in our pantry, or if we're trying something new. But otherwise, it simplifies grocery shopping to be able to shop my own pantry shelves. So I'm going to kind of forward think that for January and make a note in here because it makes it easier. If I don't meal plan, we end up with takeout, and you just don't eat healthy, and you just spend money you don't want to spend. So by planning ahead, that's one way that I manage the budget more tightly, is by planning ahead on meals. And the last page I'm going to set up for now is my gratitudes. I have these stickers from Planning with Kay, 1 through 31. Sometimes I remember to write it in every month when I've done this historically. Sometimes I'm just very grateful for something and I make a note, or I remember something from the day before.